Hi DevBootCamp, I'm Chris Levelway, and what you just watched was a time-lapse video that I made with my Raspberry Pi, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. Today we're going to learn how to use a Raspberry Pi to make a time-lapse video with not much more than a USB webcam and an Ethernet connection. This can be either wired or with a wireless USB Wi-Fi adapter. Either way should be pretty easy. We're going to be doing this in OS X, but it should be fairly easy to do across Windows or any other platform for that matter. We are going to remote into the box and then use a SSH client to get out the files with SSH file transfer protocol. To be doing that, we're going to be using a program called CyberDuck, which is available in OS X. This should be pretty funny and easy. To start with, we're going to plug in our Raspberry Pi with an Ethernet connection, or again with Wi-Fi. You're going to turn on your Pi, and then we're going to update your Pi, and then log into it remotely using Secure Shell from either OS X or Windows again. If you're using Windows, you're going to need to download an SSH terminal. Otherwise, Terminal from OS X should be pretty easy to use, and jump in right there with that. At this point, you may be wondering why we're not using a monitor and keyboard directly attached to the Raspberry Pi. By having headless support, we're allowed much more versatile options as far as where we can place our time-lapse video and for how long we can leave it there. To get started, we need to have our laptop or desktop on the same network as our Raspberry Pi, and we need to find the IP address of our Raspberry Pi. To do that, we're going to use a program called Fing or Fing that is available on both iOS and Android. This is a really easy tool for finding your IP address. If you don't have either of these tools, it's pretty easy to get into your router and check out the DHCP clients table and find the corresponding IP address. We are going to log into our Raspberry Pi as the user Pi using whatever password you set up for yourself. If you're not sure what those are, the default password for the user's root and Raspbian in Raspbian are Raspbian. So you can log in as root Raspbian or Raspbian Raspbian, and then we'll be logged in and we can start to upgrade our local repositories in case you haven't done that already. Here we are logging in with SSH. We're going to use the username Pi for this part, and that's the IP address that we got from Fing. Right here it also might ask you if you need to add some keys to your SSH. Type the words yes, it's fine, it's not a big deal. At this point now, we are going to sudo upgrade, and I'm going to misspell apt here. Don't do that. It's sudo apt get upgrade, and this will either take a little bit or a long time depending on how often you've done this before. It's going to take probably a pretty long time if you've never done it before. Don't worry about it, not a big deal. We are going to fast forward through a lot of this section just to get it done. Same thing with apt-get update, and when that's done, we'll move on to the fun stuff of actually recording stuff with our webcam. Here we are in our home directory, and we're going to git clone a time-lapse photography directory to our home directory. If you need the link for that, it should be in the description. Here we are, just waiting on that to do. And now we're going to look at the directory that we're in with ls. Now we're going to change directory to the time-lapse directory, then change directory to the source directory, then change directory to the PySnap directory. From here we're going to run in Python with the command python autorun.py. This will open up our recording software. We're going to press 1 to record every second, 2 for every minute, and we want to record in seconds, so we're going to press 1, enter, and then we're going to take a picture of 15 seconds, and now we're taking a picture of 15 seconds. Ta-da! Press Ctrl-C at any time to stop your webcam from taking pictures. Now we're going to use CyberDuck to log back in and get those pictures that we took. Using the same IP addresses we SSH'd into, we're going to put in our Pi username and our password using the SSH file transfer protocol. Then we'll connect and we'll get a listing of all our directories. This is going to be from default from your home directory, so just like we got to it with a command line, we're going to go to time-lapse photography as soon as I find it. Then to source, then to PySnap, now to photos, and we're going to copy all the pictures from our seconds directory, which is all the pictures we just took, to our desktop. So we're going to drag those to the desktop, and then there's going to be a little wait window here, and it will transfer all those photos to our desktop so we can see our wonderful time-lapse photos. One quick last step here. We're going to use a program called Time-Lapse Assembler for OS X. I'm not really sure what you're going to use in Windows here. There are some Linux commands that do it, but the syntax is a little crazy. This is pretty easy. We're just going to select the directory that we want to do this in and hit enter. It's pretty much a one-step shop for making this together. You do want to probably make sure the resolution matches the resolution of your pictures, but after that, you've got a fully assembled time-lapse photo. Enjoy it!